Good evening, Mrs. Kim. Can you hear me? Miss
Hi,
Kim,
Patrick. How are you?
very fine, very fine. I'm happy that you joined today. Very
Me
nice.
too. Me
Yes,
too.
yes. Okay, may all the good things happen to you and may you be able to practice well. Yes,
Yes, absolutely.
yes. Miss Neha, right. Miss Neha, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, good evening, good evening. Hi. Sorry, I was late.
Oh, no, no, you are not late. We have another, I think 4 5 minutes. Yes, you're on time. Maybe I miss Neha.
Oh,
It's
thank God.
okay.
I thought I will be getting. I just caught up with kids.
All right. Okay, me will be happy. Okay, right. Miss Neha, Miss Kim, I will instruct you to practice the breathing meditation first step,
Oh,
and please do so. Uh,
yes.
yes, first step of breathing meditation. The all students will practice vipassana meditation, but for you, I will request. I will explain and request to practice breathing meditation.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Tukihot. Yes.
Sorry.
Waiting until one of your students join so that I can make him host, the host. Hi, Chetan. Hey, Vivek. Please sit here. Musana. Okay. Uh, Good evening, Mrs. Lees. Right. Everyone, please say it 3 times together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. As always, I would like to wish again very good spiritual evening to everyone. So today too, on the first week, Friday, we are here to practice the noble universal meditation practice, which is non-sectarian. Meditation is something, if you practice the technique, understanding it well, according to the proper way, it is going to give you enormous amount of benefits. So all students, they are practicing Vipassana, and this is the last day of Vipassana for you. And we were practicing Vipassana meditation for already how many months? 6 months. Very nice, people. So I'm glad that you did it, especially the Vipassana meditators. So it is not an easy meditation to do because you need a lot of patience, a lot of concentration, but it is the best meditation to be done, to do. Because it is the one which helps you to come out of your negativities. So breathing meditation, it is a meditation technique of concentration. It helps you to concentrate. But it doesn't help you to totally get rid of all the negativities. Instead, it suppresses the negativities. But when it comes to Vipassana meditation, it helps you to get rid of all the negativities. So somehow all of you did it. So online and in-person Vipassana meditators, and I'm glad for them. So, but you have to keep on doing this. This is not a process of one day. You have to do it consistently. The more trash that you take out, you will feel free, and you will feel happy. You will feel light. So therefore, please continue to practice this ardently, giving you everything, right? So starting from next week, I will teach you loving kindness meditation. So month of November and month of December, those 2 months are dedicated to learn loving kindness meditation. So during these 2 months, you will learn the first step of loving kindness meditation and the second step of loving kindness meditation. So during the month of November, first step, and during the month of December, second step. That's how we'll finish. So, but Vipassana meditators, they are requested to practice Vipassana consistently. You will practice breathing meditation for 5 minutes at home, and then 10, 15, or as much more time that you can dedicate. You have dedicated for Vipassana meditation, and at least for 5 minutes, please practice loving kindness meditation at the end. So that's how you have to practice, right? And the newcomers, they will be requested to practice breathing meditation. So what you have to do is you have to observe the normal and natural breath which is coming in and which is going out. When it is coming in, you have to be fully aware, completely aware that the breath is coming in. When it is going out, you have to be completely aware that right now the breath is going out. If it is long, be aware that it is long. If it is short, please be aware that it is short, right? If it is gross, if it is soft. So let it be so. Don't go to change it. Just be aware. Right now, the breath that I'm inhaling, it is a gross one. It is a long one. Right now, the breath that I'm exhaling, it is a gross one. It is a long one. Om. The breath that right now that I'm experiencing, that I'm inhaling, is a short one, a soft one. And the breath that I'm exhaling is a short one, a soft one. Like that, you have to be continuously aware about your breath. That is for the newcomers, right? Got it, Sana? Very nice. So please practice ardently. Vipassana meditators, for the last time today too, you will observe the sensations from top to bottom and bottom to top. So part by part, pitch by pitch, very patient. Very, very patient. Don't rush. So give time. So whenever you meet a part that you don't feel, sensations, wait there for 10 seconds. If you don't feel, so just move. Just move to the next part without being frustrated. So let your mind to become more sensitive, right? More concentrated, more patient. So keep on moving, top to bottom, bottom to top accordingly. So if you start, so you can use either way, either first from bottom to top and then top to bottom, or from top to bottom and then bottom to top, right? So somehow, you will include all the parts of your body, right? Parts in your body, and observe part by part, pitch by pitch, and scan part by part, pitch by pitch, and observe the sensations that you experience right now. Whatever sensations that you experience, they are impermanent, changing, right? So with that understanding, please keep practicing Vipassana meditation. That is the 8th step of Vipassana meditation. So every day before we start, at the beginning, I teach you, I give you one advice. So that you can practice, that you have to practice in your daily life, and that as meditators that you need to that you need to add into your life. Today too, I'm going to teach you another one, and then we are going to start today's silent meditation. So in a family, what is the most important thing? What do you think? In a family, what is the most important thing? Yes, so love causes it, but this is the most important thing which you should have. Close. Yes, that's individual. Yes, health is important, but if you don't have this, you only can't do this. There are times that you cannot manage, then you need this. Trust. So trust causes this. Patience needs to keep this. Peace. If you have this, you have peace. Respect. If you want to maintain this, you have to respect. If for sure, if you have this, you have prosperity. Dhamma. So this is for sure. This is a part of Dhamma. Ram Sana, no suggestions. Ms. Kim, Ms. Neha, Ms. Liz. Friendship. They need friendship for this. So actually, that is unity. Unity is the most important thing in family life. So to maintain unity, so it doesn't automatically happen. You have to create that. So you have to dedicate your time, you have to put your effort to build this. So if you want to have a good home as a meditator, because if you want to develop in meditation, you need to have a good home. For a good home, you need to have the unity between the family members. If not, there'll be problems. So I'm going, before today we start the silent meditation time, I'm going to teach you several things that you should do to create and maintain the unity at your home. So please keep these things in your mind. So first one is, all the family members have to find time to spend together. This is not a time which one member is missing. So all the members, if possible, they have to find time to spend together, right? So that's one thing. You have to frequently get together. That's one important thing. So then you gain the ability to express your ideas with each other, right? That's number one. Then number two is discussing with each other together, talking to each other and discussing with each other together. That is also important. So I'm teaching you something what the Buddha taught, right? So Buddha taught this to a group of princes. 700. So in Vajra kingdom, there were 777 congregates. Is that right? So they were appointed by the community in that region. So they were considered as princes. So it was a republic. They once, when Buddha went there, they asked him to give certain advices so that they can maintain the unity. So then Buddha taught these 7 things. So this is also applicable for a family, right? So number 3 is, so in each and every family, there are customs and traditions and laws. There are family laws. So maintaining that family law, family customs, family traditions. So that's number 3. So sometimes you won't be able to maintain everything. But whenever you break it, you should be brave enough to say, I'm sorry. You should not think I'm the most important person in this family, right? You have to mend the broken hearts, and even though they don't care, still, please apologize. So that's something that you should do. So maintaining the family laws and customs, right? And then, so spiritual practice, whatever the spiritual practice that you do, you have to do it together, right? And then after that, not clinging to craving. So not letting the craving to overcome. So if you let the craving to go up, right? If you let the craving, then there won't be unity. That's why in certain families, the siblings, they fight against each other, right? So if you let inside the family, if you let the craving to be the number 1, then unity will go into number 3. not to, right? So then, so you have to understand. So number 4, so patience and dedication. So we need patience too. Sometimes for the parents, they won't be able to do everything for one person at once. So they have to take time. So you have to patiently wait for your time, right? So and at the same time, the children too. So for the parents also should have a waiting time, should give a waiting time for the children, right? So because all the children won't be able to do the same thing, right? Same thing towards the parents, same treatment towards the parents. So they have to wait and they have to be patient. And then finally, 7th one. So you have to wish that may the relatives who didn't come, who didn't come to visit you, may they be able to come. And at the same time, you have to wish that may the uh, may the relatives who are already coming, when they come here, may they feel welcomed and comfortable. Right? When you have these policies in your life, you will be able to maintain a good united family. If not, what will happen? Then there'll be conflicts, and finally you will lose a good family. So if you want to have a good family, then please practice these 7 practices, right? So spend time together as you can, and then discuss with each other together, and then after that, maintain the family laws, customs, and traditions, right? So whenever you can, please join those, and then please practice the spiritual practice together, and share your wisdom with each other, spiritual wisdom, and then don't let the craving to overcome, right? Then after that, be patient and give everyone a waiting time, right? And dedicate. And finally, welcome your relatives, and wish that may the relatives who are awesome, may they be able to come, right? Then you will have a good united family, right? So with that, we are going to start the silent meditation time. So as you are instructed, if you are a beginner, please practice breathing meditation. If you are a no student, please practice vipassana meditation. Whatever the meditation practice that you practice, I sincerely wish may your meditation be very, very successful. Please practice very hard. Now everyone, please keep your back straight, neck straight, head straight. Please keep your right palm on your left palm. Take a deep breath. Let it go. Take another deep breath. Let it go. And now close your eyes, not very tightly, not very loosely, to the exact extent so that you won't see the outside scenes. Now calm down. First, I will pay our respect and gratitude towards the Buddha, reciting a 3 Pali stanzas, and then after that, we are going to start today's silent meditation time. Please concentrate. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Itimeso bhagava araham samma sambuddho vinyacharana sampanno sugato lokamido anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati satta deva manusadam buddho bhagavati Swakato bhagavata dhammo Rangditiko akaliko Ehi pasiko opanaiko Pachatang veditammo Vinyuhiti Supanipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Ujupanipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Nyayapatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Samicipatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Yadidam chattari purisa yugani Atte purisa puggalam Ese bhagavato savaka sangho Ahuneyo pahuneyo Dakineyo anjali karaniyo Anuttarang punyakhitam lokasanti Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. With a very calm mind, with a very quiet mind, with an alert, very attentive mind, with a balanced, very equanimous mind. Everyone, please start your meditation. So if you are practicing, if you are a beginner, as I requested, please practice breathing meditation. If you are an old student, please practice Vipassana meditation. Whatever the meditation practice that you do right now, may your meditation be very, very successful. May it brings you a lot of peace and a lot of happiness. Everyone, very calmly, please start your meditation. Now, everyone, please keep your eyes closed. But if your legs are hurting, you can relax them, but slowly, with creating the minimal sound. Please relax your legs if they are pain. Now we are going to practice loving kindness meditation in brief. First, we are going to share our loving kindness with ourselves, then with the parents, teachers, relatives, and friends, then with the people who are in the middle, the neutral people, then with the enemies, and finally with all the beings in the world. Calm down. First, let's share our loving kindness with you. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards yourself first. Now, please spread your sincere loving kindness towards your dear parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. May my dear mother, dear father, dear teachers, relatives, and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards them. Now, let's spread our sincere loving kindness towards the neutral people, the people in the middle. May all the people in the middle, neutral people, be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards the neutral people, the people who are not your friends as well as not the enemies. Now, let's share our loving kindness with the enemies. We all have negativity Because of those negativities, we do wrong actions. When we are overpowered by various negativities. But letting go of our grudges, anger, hatred is the best. So let's share our loving kindness with our enemies. May our enemies also be well. May my enemies also be happy. May my enemies also be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards the enemies. Now, let's share our loving kindness with all the beings in the world. Human beings, animals, fish, birds, and all the other visible, invisible beings. May all beings in the world be well. May all the beings in the world be happy. May all beings in the world be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards all the beings in the world. Bhavattu Sambe Mangalam Rakantu Sambe Devatam Samme Buddhanubhami Samme Dhammanubhami Samme Sanghanubhami Sada Suddhi Bhavantu Te. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now, everyone, very calmly and quietly, please open your eyes Take a deep breath. Let it go. Now everyone, please join your palms together and say 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dear meditators, so that is the final session of Vipassana meditation. When we began Vipassana meditation 6 months ago, we thought 6 months is a long period of time. Did we? We thought so. But that May month was gone. Then after that, June was gone. July was gone. August was gone. September was gone. And October was gone. And now we are in November. Life is like that. You think this month will wait for you and that month will wait for you. No. All these names are just constitutional names that we gave. Time is time. When it is passing, it has no name. So you have to understand you have a very limited time with it. Within that limited period of time, you have to make sure to develop spiritually, to develop in the Dhamma path as far as possible. So let it be a small amount, let it be a longer amount. So smaller, so let it be a short length or a long length, but just keep on doing and try to develop. Try to develop, work hard. So all the other things that you, even though you think you do those things for yourself, actually you do those things to entertain your senses. If you practice meditation, so if you practice meditation, that is something that you do for yourself. It's an investment that you do for yourself. It is an investment for this very life, to live this very life comfortably, peacefully, and happy. And it is an investment, so which will be fruitful and helpful for your upcoming lives until you attain the ultimate peace, Nibbana. It might come in this life, maybe in an upcoming life, we don't know. But keep on practicing. Very ardent. Very, very ardent. So after today, no more Vipassana instruction. But all students, please keep practicing at home. Starting from next week, so you will love loving kindness meditation. It's easy, and when you practice it, it's very soothing. But Vipassana is hard. But so even though it's hard, think it as a bitter medication. There are various kinds of medications. All are good. Certain medications are bitter, but still they are very powerful. So think Vipassana as a powerful bitter medication. Every day, try to swallow 2 pills, morning one and evening one. It will be good for your lifelong sickness of suffering. Right? Please take every pill, take a pill in the morning and in the evening, all students. Okay? New students, please practice breathing meditation and After that, loving kindness meditation. So 15 minutes breathing and 5 minutes or 10 minutes loving kindness meditation, right? So I was teaching you. Up to last week, because last week we had the cardinal ceremony, so we couldn't do the meditation session. I was teaching you about the 10 perfections. Now the testing time has come. I want to know whether all of you know the 10 perfections. Mrs. Lees, if you can, please, so let the online students to turn on their microphones. So you can unmute them. So, right. I want to know, I taught you about 5 perfections, and I always teach you that they are not for philosophical entertainment. It's for practice. If you are really practicing, you should remember it. So I want to know, what are those 5 perfections that I taught? So here we go. Number 1. We'll start. Dana. Very nice. Generosity. Practicing generosity is the first perfection that you need to practice in your life. Dana. And whenever I taught Dana, I saw Mr. Rupesh just practice the first Dana on that day. Very nice. Right. Then second one, morality, sila. Very nice. That's number 2. Mr. Me, if you know, you can also say. First one is dana, giving, practicing generosity. Second one is morality. Third one, very nice, letting go. Very nice, Ms. Shanti. Nekham, letting go. So that is the third one. What is the fourth one? Wisdom. Very nice. Wisdom is the fourth. So, right, Mrs. Lees, were you there in the last week?
No, Bante.
Oh, right. So the others are newcomers. I think Miss Kim was there. Miss Kim, can you remember? Okay. Right. Fifth one. Courage. Very nice. Courage is the fifth perfection that you need to practice. That's very important. So I taught you about 5 perfections: generosity, morality, letting go, and then wisdom, and then finally, courage. Yes, courage. So after courage, today I'm going to teach you the 6th one, and next week I won't continue with the 7th one. I will teach you the 7th one after another 2 weeks, because next week I have to introduce what is loving kindness meditation. I have to explain, and then next week I'll teach the benefits, because if I don't teach you the benefits, you are not going to do that. So I'm going to teach the benefits, and after that I'll teach the 7th one. So 6th one is a very important: tolerance, khanti, which is very rare nowadays. With the advancement of technology, people's impatience has gone to new levels. They want everything immediately. They want everything pat. I mean, with the speed of pat. Do you know that? Pat means right away, right now. If not, you become very impatient. Let me start today's teaching with certain results of a survey. This was done by Massachusetts University. and they involved 6.7 million online internet users. 6.7 million internet users. So what they did was, they checked the amount of time that someone can wait for a video loading. So they want to watch a video, right? Now they checked within how much time they started showing the impatience. So for that, how many internet users joined? 6.7 million internet users. That's not a small number, huge number. Do you know? Do you know how much time? How much time did they take? Most of them took to be impatient for the video. 2 seconds. 2 seconds, and they started feeling impatience. 1 second, 2 seconds, they started feeling impatience within 2 seconds. So this was done in 2017, and then within 5 seconds, quarter of them started feeling very impatient, and within 10 seconds, half of them started feeling very impatient. Can you imagine? So that's how the world is nowadays. So now they can't wait for, they don't have a word called 1 week later, 2 weeks later. So they want everything within instantly, right now. Or maybe maximum they'll stay for 1 hour, 2 hours. After that, they lose interest. So it has come, people's patient level has come to such kind of a level. So there are several other surveys that I checked, but we don't have enough time. So the Massachusetts University survey is enough, right? So I'm not going to ask how long will you take to be patient, but for sure so all of us have similar mindsets nowadays because of the advancement of technology, right? So then it's hard to tolerate. What does it mean? It's not easy to practice tolerance, right? Now I'm going to ask you another question. I don't want the time that you feel, the time that you will take to be intolerant, impatient. Instead, I want you to ask, actually, what is this tolerance? I want to understand. I want you to have know your opinion about tolerance. What does it mean? Tolerance means what? Do you have any idea?
Allowing everybody to be on their own and not interfering too much.
Not exactly.
Before you lose your patience indirectly, so or someone is giving you a hard time, what is your level you can keep tolerating before you start responding to the whatever the negative is happening?
Very nice. Very nice. Came very close. So very nice. So it covered. It gave a good definition. So Ms. Rupe's description gave a good interest to the idea of tolerance. Now I am going to teach you about the Buddha's definition, right? So so there is this natural circumstances, heat, and then we have coldness. Then we have winds, ability to withstand with them, right? So, and then there are many other things. So, we crave for certain things, food, for clothes, and many such kind of things. So, ability to when you don't get those things, ability to stay without changing the mind, right? And then there are difficulties that we have to face because of mosquitoes and such kind of small insects. And then there are bigger insects who don't have 4 legs but who have 2 legs, human beings, the enemies. So because of difficulties that you face, difficulties and troubles that you face because of enemies, right? At such times, the ability to be to withstand and to stay calm, and then so and then we have physical pain so on our body, and we have to hear sometimes the uh, the words that we don't like. That means abusive words, vulgar words. We have to listen. At such time, the ability to withstand, the ability to stay calm without getting angry, without shaking the mind. So this is called, then the ability to tolerate differences in beings. So this is called tolerance. So Buddha has given a long description. So because for monks, this is a very important quality to practice, right? Then there is tolerance. And what will happen if you don't practice tolerance? So there are so many disadvantages that someone face in life when they don't practice tolerance. When someone's tolerant level is low, the more that person is bound to face difficulties in life. So tolerance is very important. So when you don't have the tolerance, for sure, you are bound to try to get revenge, right? Even though someone did a small thing, you develop a strong grudge, and then in return, you are trying to gain revenge. So there are such kind of things. When you are not tolerant, when something goes wrong, it is very easy for you to get angry and develop grudges. This evening, so one lady came to me. So not one lady, there were 2 ladies. So several weeks ago, they had a big problem at their workplace. So mostly we hear when people come to get counseling, we hear this problem most of the time. You can also imagine. So do you know what that is? The boss is bad. Boss is mean. He is mean to me. She is mean to me. Right? So this was the problem. So because of that, because of such kind of situation, this lady's grudge had gone to a very deep level. So finally, she told me she was wishing that may the boss die, and may bad things happen. So when she was flying to her country, but the boss was from another country, so a country which is in trouble nowadays. So whenever the plane set off to go to that country, she was praying here. So at her home to get that plane to crack down and make that lady die. So the the uh, the hatred had gone her hatred had gone to such kind of a depth. You can understand now. I know for sure you might have been in difficult situations too. So all of you are working in companies, I think. So when she came, I told her. So sometimes you have to understand that certain people don't get the spiritual opportunities that most of us get, right? All of you are nice. Uh, so if we are nice, if we have good qualities, we have to be thankful for our parents, our spiritual teachers, and our friends, because they have helped us to develop these qualities within. These qualities within. That's a wonderful thing. We had enough good karma to have them. But there are certain people who don't gain that love. They don't get good parents, so that they don't have good upbringing. So then after that, they don't get good teachers, good friends around them because of their karma and because of their choices, both. So they gain bad people to associate. So they develop sometimes bad kinds of behavior patterns in life. At such times, so you have to be pitiful. Even though they have a lot of, they might have a lot of education, material education. They might have BAs, MAs, MPhils, PhDs, etc., etc. Many capital letters, capital English letters. But they might not have the qualities. By qualities, they might be just like babies. So we have to consider them just like babies. So a baby who is in a luxurious house, they have everything around, but still that's a baby, right? So this person who has a lot of education but no much qualities, good qualities, that's like that. So when you observe the person like that, then you gain the ability to let go. I'm glad that she did it. She did it. And finally today she came and she claimed her solace. Claimed the solace that she felt. I asked her to practice loving kindness meditation too. And then whenever she meet the manager, I asked her to practice loving kindness towards her. Now the situation, I heard it's improved. Then what I wanted to say is, we have suddenly we should not take decisions on the other people because of one lecture. We judge fast. We are not tolerant. We don't stay patient, and we don't try to study the other person. So we come to quick judgments, and we start becoming intolerant fast. That's wrong. Sometimes, since they didn't have enough spiritual opportunities like you, they might not have certain qualities in their lives. If we can, we should hear. If we cannot, we have to be pitiful. That's just like a mother becomes pitiful towards a baby. That's the way of meditators. So, so don't come to conclusions about people at once. They might not have got the spiritual opportunities that you got. You have to be compassionate sometimes. So, right. Then then so you have to be tolerant about all those things. If not, you are bound to take quick decisions, and you are going to take revenge. And at the same time, you are bound to bring hurt on the other people fast. And because of that, you will lose the wholesomeness that you already do have. You will stop doing, you might stop doing the good actions and the good qualities that you already do have. You will discontinue. And instead, the negative qualities, negativities that you haven't done, you will start doing it. And the future wholesomeness that you are bound to develop, you will lose that. You understand? That's a huge damage. So tolerance is very important. Then you have to understand, so especially people, Buddha said, you have to keep this in mind thoroughly. Buddha's this teaching, you have to keep this in mind thoroughly. This quote, specifically this quote. Nanatta kaya, nanatta san. So different bodies, different thinking. Body wise, people are different. Thinking wise, people are different. You have to keep this in mind thoroughly. Even two twins, they are not equal. Their bodies are not equal, their thinking is not equal. You have to thoroughly understand that. So you should be able to tolerate those differences. And Buddha says, so whenever those different kind of people, among those kinds of people, there are so quality-wise, there are certain people who have higher qualities, middle qualities, and lower qualities. So for sure, those who have higher qualities, they are not going to harm you. So when the people who have middle qualities, when they harm you, you have to focus on their good side, right? When you think about them, always you have to think about appreciate their good side. If not, you are bound to develop grudges, and you are bound to develop intolerance. So for the lower quality people, the people with lower qualities, towards them, whenever you think, you're bound to develop anger. But instead, as I told you, please think them as babies and be compassionate. Be pitiful. Develop pity instead of anger. When the Buddha taught, then you have to understand the other thing. So even you might have various kinds of definitions in the constitution society. So you might be called as a Caucasian, Asian, then after that, so African, so then after that, so many names. Indian, so so there are so many names, country-wise, region-wise, like that, color-wise. All those things, they are things which have arisen because of our past karmas. They are limited to the apparent level. They are limited to the apparent level. The real being, you can't see. It's inside. So you should be able to develop a mind that you can treat everyone equally. you should be able to see a bodhisattva, a person to be enlightened inside everyone. Even in the bad person, there is a bodhisattva. That person can bounce back. Angulibala, who killed 999 people, he bounced back and became an enlightened being. So all the other people that you meet in your life, they haven't killed 999 people. They can bounce back. So you have to treat everyone equally. Even for the Bantes, so there is a teaching that Buddha taught as Dasadhamma Sutta. Inside that, there are 10 factors that Bantes have to think every morning. First one, very first one, is Vemanniyammi Ajju. In Pali, those days anyway. Vemanniyammi Ajjupagato. Tabbajiten Abhinham Pachavikita. That monk, that Bante has to think, that nun, Bhikkhuni, nun has to think. After wearing these robes, I have become a person who doesn't belong to any nationality, any any caste or any group. I have become a universal person who belongs to you. Right? So that is one thing that Bhantis have to think. So when you think like that, so then you gain the ability to live with a lot of people. And then you gain the ability to share your loving kindness with everyone. And it can bring a positive impact not only inside you, but with the others too. Let me tell you a practical story which happened in San Francisco. Sometimes, so Mr. Me might have heard of it. So, have you heard of Thich Minh Thang, a Bante in San Francisco? He is famous as Gangster Bante, right? And this is his story. Bante Thich Minh Thang, formerly he was a gangster, famous gangster in San Francisco. He was not only he was a gangster, he was a gang leader. When he was young, he was taken to the temple by his grandma. Later on, when he was young, because of bad association, he became a gangster and then a gang leader. And when he reached his 40s, he started thinking about the teachings of grandma. And he started thinking about the time that he spent with the grandma at the temple. So he finally realized that it's bad to do this. He gave up everything and went to a Vietnamese temple in San Francisco to study Dharma. Now he is practicing. But people, as I always mentioned, people judge the others by their past action. So they were so afraid seeing this because that monk had a lot of tattoos. Not only tattoos, they are dangerous tattoos, gangster tattoos. So they were so afraid and went to the chief Bante and told, Bante, don't keep this man at the temple. You know what? He will burn this temple one day and run away. You will have to stay on the road, stand on the road. So chase away this person. If he stays here, we are not going to come. Then there was a big congregation on one Sunday, that Bante told everyone. That Bante was a very wise Bante. That Vietnamese Bante told, he was very old. That Bante told to the congregation, dear Dhamma friends, all of you are so wise. All of you know what's good and what is bad. So even though if you don't have this temple, you can go to any temple. I heard several devotees say to chase this Ming away. But I can't do that. Because he doesn't know still what's good and what's bad. I have to teach him. If I send him away, nobody is going to take him. But when you go away, you can go anywhere. If we burst the temple, that's fine. Even the Buddha sometimes stayed under the trees on the road and empty houses. I also can. I am a monk who practice his teaching. I can do the same thing. So if you want to go, if he burns down this temple, let it be. I'll stay on the road. That's fine. It's good for monks. So then he said, if you want to go, you can go. But something else happened after that week. The congregation doubled, but somehow this message went inside this gangster's mind. He changed completely. Ardently he practiced. And finally, he became a famous Vietnamese monk who reformed gangsters, prostitutes, and drug addicts, and many in San Francisco. And now he's traveling in various countries. So if you go to YouTube, you can watch his videos that he did in various countries: France, Canada, Australia, many countries. So his name is, if you are curious, you can watch. You won't understand. Instead of to me, nobody will understand Vietnamese. But if you are curious, you can watch. His name is Thich Minh Thang. Thich Minh Thang. So when you tolerate, right? So when you think positively about the other people, then it can bring a big impact, even though you don't know. It can be a big impact on their lives. So you have to develop that tolerance. So beings are different. We have to respect all the beings, right? And we have to understand that nature-wise, all of us are equal. All of us are equal. Whenever you feel intolerant feelings, what should you do? So let's say you meet certain people in your life who are angry at you, who do hurtful things towards you. At such times, first thing that you need to think is, you have to understand peace of mind is very important. You won't live forever. Because of the other people's actions, you don't need to develop impatience. So you have to maintain your peace of mind. So thinking that, calm down. And again think, even towards the people like the Buddha, even though he was very compassionate, there is no being who is compassionate like. So even towards him, they are enemies. For me, how can won't be people who will hurt me? But there are. So what to do? What I can do, I'll do it, but I won't get angry. So I will keep my mind calm. I will try to maintain my mental peace because that is the most important. And then you have to think about the harmony. So when you develop tolerance, certain past bad karmas will go away. So think, I am reducing some of my past bad karmas. So when you think like that, you gain the ability to control yourself. When you understand like that. And then after that, think that this Bhakti taught us about tolerance, perfection of tolerance. And this is a good opportunity to practice tolerance. So it is good that this person did this kind of thing, so I will practice tolerance, right? So you think like that. then practice tolerance. And always think differently. Try to understand the person's mindset. So there are certain people who are from various kinds of backgrounds. So therefore, they might do sometimes hurtful things because they are tempted to do like that. So as wise people, your job is to be tolerant. Trying to develop the tolerance. With another story, let me finish. So this is about a Bhante who practiced tolerance deeply. Bhante Punne, he was a monk from Iran, right? Modern Iran, those people, yeah. So he became monk. At that time, Iran was famous as a so very violent country, a country with violent people. So Bhante Punne came as a trader from Tehran to Sravasti, and then he became a monk, and then he practiced and became enlightened. And he asked the Buddha the permission to go to Iran back and teach the other people the techniques and the Dhamma that he learned, meditation techniques and Dhamma that he learned. There were other Bhantes who wanted to do that before. They were also from Iran, but Buddha didn't allow them to go. Then those monks, they start saying why they are sending Bhante Punna and why the Buddha didn't give us to go. Let us go. Then Buddha asked Bhante Punna to come in front of all the monks and started questioning. Bhante Punna, you say that you want to go to Iran, but Iran is famous as a country where there are many violent people. I'm talking not about present people, those days. Right. So if when you go there, so if those people scold at you, what will you do? Then that Bantapuna said, still I think they are good people. Then the Buddha asked why? Because even though they scold me, they are not hitting me with their hands and legs. So if they hit you with hands and legs, Bantapuna said, still they are good people. Why? Because they are not hitting me with sticks, right? Clubs. Then the Buddha, if they hit you with clubs and sticks, then still they are good people because they are not trying to injure me. So, so they are not hitting me with weapons. So if they hit you with weapons, still they are good people because they they are not injuring me, right? So so if they injured you, still they are good people because they are not killing me. So if they kill you, still I have no hatred towards it because I am a monk who had done everything and I have become an enlightened monk. So doing what I can do, sharing the peace that I can share with them, sharing this precious non-sectarian Dhamma, I'll die peacefully. That's it. Bhaktipunta went to Iran, and at the beginning there were calamities, but he kept on teaching. So then there were according to the records, there were 500 families who started practicing, and then gradually it spread and spread and spread, and Iran started practicing these meditation techniques and the Dhamma later on. He passed away when he was in his 40s, but his students, they kept on going, kept on spreading the Dhamma and the meditation among all for the benefit of many. So tolerance is very important. It gives you a lot of benefits, right? So everyone, please practice tolerance. right? So when during the Vipassana meditation too, when you feel pains, what you practice is that. So please practice tolerance. Now we are going to conclude. Everyone, please think. May all, by the power of all this positive energy, may all our troubles be away. May all good things happen in our lives. Practicing Dhamma path, may all of us attain real peace, real happiness, Nibbana. With those thoughts, please concentrate. Join your palms together and concentrate. Abhivadana senisse nichang vada pachainu Chattaro dhamma vadanti Ayuvanno sukhang balang Ayurarogya sampatti Sagya sampatti me vache Ato nibbane sampatti Iminati samijjito. May you all be well. May you all be happy. May you all be very peaceful. Sukhi hotu. Sukhi hotu. May all the good happen to you. Sadhu. 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 Good night, everyone. See you in the next week. Good night. Next. Right. Good night, Miss Liz.
Good night, Bante. Thank you.
Good night, Bas. Right. Good night, Christian.
Good night, Bante.
Good night. Good night, Kim.
Bante.
May you be happy. Good night, Miss Kim.